York to kick off for the Jets.
Katie York set to get this one started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Dak. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Nice run there on first down, Brock. Now this defense a little vulnerable ahead of his second down play.
Sure is, and just kind of sets the table. Everything in that playbook is open to you. If you want to be aggressive, right now might not be a bad time.
They've got a man in motion. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. Across the 20, continuing to work. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas!
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7, Jets, nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return it, here's Isaiah Williams. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Isaiah Williams on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Smith start with a throw here. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly down at the 32-yard line. He was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Here's Hall once more. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that gives New York the first. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Smith. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. It's P.J. Luck.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Dak out of the pistol. Screen here for Williams. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Prescott on 2nd down. Throw secured by George Pickett. Headed right through the middle of the field. And he gets home. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickett going in from 51 yards out. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. It's a 14-0 game here early. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. It'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Smith to the air now. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Smith. Back to the same target, but it is the same result. Incomplete. The defense keyed in on him once again. Applied some contact to break up that catch. It's fourth down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion left. Dak to the air here. And that's caught by Williams. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. To throw is Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Jets will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception and that return on top of it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
That's the end of one here. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. Hall running between the tackles. And he gets home. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. And New York has its first points. On is Cade York for the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Cowboys 14, Jets 7. Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, first and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. This is complete to Ferguson. Out left. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 43 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams fields the pitch. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that's going to get Dallas the first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 2nd down, Dak. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. They set up the screen here for Hall. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd down now after that last completion lost him a bunch. Smith back to throw. And this won't even get back to the line, Brock. Hit erased any chance of that one. It's incomplete. 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go on that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Prescott will look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunk of yards there, giving about 17 of them.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down here for Dak. And that last play gives him 150 yards passing for this half. First down, here's Dak. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Will McDonald. And that sack means it is second down on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, here's Dak. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's out of bounds after picking up a bunch. Still not enough for the first, though, bro. Third down coming up.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Jets into the nickel, third down. Here's Dak. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. It's a race down the right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they now lead by 14 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. They'll start this drive with home. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a New York first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Connects with his back. Hall. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Complete to Brees Hall. A gain of 47 yards. First down, Jets.
First and 10 now for Smith. And he's back up to 50% now throwing the football after that last completion. 6 connections on 12 attempts. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He was brought down by
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Third down give to Hall. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
First and goal, New York.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left half. New York knocks it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Brought in right side by Sadiq. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around. They know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
The ball carrier. Deron Bland on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New York.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Smith. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Working on 2nd down. Smith. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Smith to the air now. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Cowboys are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on this 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Jets take possession at the 42-yard line.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
The pitch is to Hall. Now a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Smith. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop. Yeah, that's going to bring up 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is flying around and making the play. Kate, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Dak to throw. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Sending a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. David Onyemata there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. to the air here. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's fourth down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Jalen Thompson on the stop.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing.
37-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Smith on 3rd and short. They almost had him this time. They went back to the same well, but defense had a man in the area there to break that up, Brock. It's 4th down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. And the catch in and out of his hands, contact separating him from the football that time. 2nd down coming up. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
They go with Williams on the counter. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And they get the first on a 3rd and 13. What a call to extend this drive.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll start the drive with blue. And he's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action, Prescott. He rolls to his right. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw is Prescott. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder.
46-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Jets, 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Smith setting the throw. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And before he can reach the 1st, he's stumped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
3rd and inches.
They go right back to Hall. Stopped after a gain of just 1, but still enough there to pick up the 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
That incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They run. Here's Hall. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Hall once more. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the 1st. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
1st down, Jets.
Smith back to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he has the Cowboys' 1st down, Brock. That should clinch this win for him.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
We've set it down from the 37.
37-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He's got a good handful there as it brings up second down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.